guys to another Clash of Clans video here with Chin Reaction, and today we are going over one of the easiest and best 3-star strategies at the moment, and I did perform this in War. This was my first time doing it. It is extremely easy to learn, and I do like to call it the OP LALOON. This is a very good strategy. I do suggest it, and let's get straight into the video. If you do not have an Archer Queen very high level, I do not suggest this strategy for you, but let's get straight into it. You do have to have a kill squad, which is basically a heal spell, a rage spell, and your heroes, but you place your golems in first to distract those defenses, and then you make your wizards create a funnel for your troops so they do not get distracted from those outside buildings and start wandering off. You do want them to go in the little crack you make with that earthquake. I do suggest having a poison at hand, because it is very easy for an air raid to get messed up by a poison. It nearly did mess me up here, putting the poison a bit late. So just remember, when the CC comes out, put it as quick as possible. But as you can see, you create a funnel for your heroes to go into the center there. And also, you do use a rage quite early on them, so they do get to those air defenses quite quickly before the defenses take too much damage off them. But you do use a heal later on the Barb King normally, so he stays alive for longer. Because as you know, Barb Kings do not last very long whatsoever. But the whole goal of the kill squad is for them to get all of the air defenses possible. And that is also a bad thing about this strategy, though, is you have to be very picky on your bases, because you have to get at least 2 air defenses in your kill squad, or else this raid will go quite horribly. And let's just reel this frame back, because I need to go into more detail about the air attack side of things, because to be honest, the kill squad is the easiest part of this raid. Does not take much skill whatsoever. So now I can show you what is happening in this raid. So you do want your lava pups to go at a straight angle to the air defense. Well, actually, there is no particular way to put them that is the best, but you just want to distract as many air defenses as possible on their way there, and place the balloons strategically at the air defenses right after, like literally right after. You do put the hounds shortly after your kill squad gets as many objects as they can. But I did take out 3 air defense with my kill squad, so I did go ahead and place those hounds on that air defense, and as you can see, put the balloons on the archer towers and wizard towers just to get those out of the way, so that when my lava pups explode, they can do damage on defenses that cannot take them down. And as you know, cleanup is very important when doing a 3-star, so that is why you do want your hounds to explode, and that's why you want to make it as long as a trip as possible to get to that air defense, because you kind of actually do want it to pop and die. So that is just a tip, but let's keep this raid on. As you can see, you should put the rage right over that last air defense, so you ensure that you get that 3-star and all of that humongous damage to your balloons out of the way. As you can see, still have a lot of troops left, have tons of lava pups just cleaning this base up, and that pretty much is how the strategy works. You do have to be very picky when it comes to this strategy, because you do want your kill squad to get as many air defense as possible, 2 at the minimum. We do end this episode, guys. I am going to be going over the composition of this strategy, mandatory spells, and all of that stuff, and the troop composition. So let's go ahead. For Town Hall 9s, you must bring 4 earthquake spells, either a haste or a poison to add that 1 space extra to fill you up to 9 spaces in total, and you will need a rage and a heal, which you are using on your kill squad. But for Town Hall 10s, the exact same thing, but just bring an extra rage to help those balloons go and get that air defense or wizard towers or whatever is going to damage your balloons greatly. For the troop side of things, 2 golems is mandatory. You can either just hold 1 golem in your CC and 1 in your own army camps. That does work as well, but I tend to just do 2 because I am a Town Hall 10 and do have much more space than you Town Hall 9s. But that is not a problem, really. Does not affect this raid at all. You can bring 2 hounds or even 3, depending how many air defense you can take with your kill squad. But also something that is mandatory is 10 wizards. I do suggest a 10, at least 7 wizards to create that funnel, because if your king and queen go on the outside, that is your raid completely done with, and then you just fill up the rest with balloons and wall breakers if needed for you to get through that first layer if an earthquake won't do it that well. So that is this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Is to comment, like, and subscribe as always. And this was another Clashing with Chain reaction, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Yeah.